think that's it. Okay, great. Wow. Spent a whole hour with no sound over there. Okay. Anyway, we got you guys here. So we did that clearing with the negative the odd harmonics. We cleared the field. And then we used the divine feminine to start coming in and clearing the nervous system, right? Um so what I want to ask you now is metaphysically, what metaphysical conversation can we have right now around these habits that keep us going from knowing our divine self, but keep going to play in the playground of the ego and fear, right? What are those habits? Let me light up the comments here. Thank you, Em. I appreciate you letting me know. I really appreciate that. Hi, Eliza. Thanks for following. Appreciate that. So, what energetic habits do you have? I'll go first. One of the things that I find myself in a lot is overwhelm. It's like this vibrational habit I have. My husband keeps picking it up. Like, so we're getting ready to sell our house, and you can imagine I've lived here for 20 years, and there's so much stuff in the house, and we've been at it for months. Like every weekend, we are just at it, like downsizing, estate sales, yard sales, painting, you know, renovating, everything, yard cleanup. It's just endless. And when I see it, I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's so much to do. He's like, please stop affirming that. Please stop affirming there's so much to do, right? So it looks like Tamara, yes, overwhelm or even the past. Yeah. So overwhelm. Let me see who is has a habit of overwhelm. And guys, the pattern of overwhelm isn't that bad, right? We got M says worry about the future. Yeah, worrying about the future. That's a habit of the ego that the ego brings us into, right? So overwhelm and worry, right? And so what are the opposites of those, right? Trust and steadiness. And so that's what we anchored the nervous system today. Um, so we can stay anchored, and that's what I've been really focusing on, is just anchoring. And the worry, it's about, can we trust? It's even beyond faith. It's beyond faith. It's trust in ourselves as an infinite divine being. Like, we don't even have to have faith in that, we just trust it immensely. Like, we're just, would an infinite being worry? No, not at all. Past and also sounds, other energies from surroundings. Okay. So your pattern of your habit pattern is just getting triggered by the past. Um I haven't done the hypnosis because we do the sound baths here. Past and also sounds, other energy from surroundings. So other energy from surroundings. Yeah. So that's why we did that clearing today, of the auric field, because the energy of surroundings that sits in our auric field. And the auric field, the layers of the auric field are connected to the chakras that are sit the energy centers within the center of our body. And so that's how it starts affecting inward, right? If it's um past and also sounds. Yeah, I can be sensitive. I can be sensitive to sounds when my nervous system is frayed. So, is it a nervous system thing going on? The focus. Right, right, Jordan. I remember that. We're doing some other things here. I find that cotton in my ears helps to where I can focus more. Ah, yeah. My husband has this thing. I forget exactly what it's called, but he has certain sounds that are really hard, like chewing or slurping. Like those sounds, like he cannot function if he hears those sounds. Yeah, perhaps, Jordan, maybe we'll do it. Um, and so whatever your habit is that we're talking about, right? Triggers into the past, worry, overwhelm, anxiety, sounds, they limit us. They limit us from our infiniteness. So there's nothing wrong with us. There's nothing exactly wrong with us. We're just having a misperception, right? And sometimes we're going to live with these perceptions our whole lives. But some of these misperceptions can totally be resolved. And I've seen them be resolved in myself, if not forever, but maybe a little bit. Like the other day, I had a headache, for example. And I've been getting headaches on and off. And one of the things I said, I acknowledged the headache, but I also said, all the misperceptions that I'm having that are holding this headache as a reality, I'm going to offer it up to my divine self and just say, process it, release that misperception. And then I say, I deny and reject the experience of this headache. You know what? It did go away. And it went away in a way that I was like walking around the house, I was like, oh my God, it's gone. And I was like, did that work? It's just like, so it's so funny how we can know how to deal with this stuff and then it actually works. And we're like, it worked? Maybe it just went away on its own? Like, what's happening? So it works, guys. It really works. So whatever, after when you do the hypnosis, bare feet required. Okay. Um, so, just tune in. Let's just tune in. See where we're at here. What do you want to acknowledge right now? So, like the worry over here, right? So let's just use this, M. What misperceptions hold me in worry? Acknowledge it, and I ask for those misperceptions to be resolved. And then I deny and I reject worry because would an infinite being worry? No. And so you say that to yourself over and over and over again. I feel like we are always trying to correct instead of just being. Yeah, we talked about that in the beginning, right? Um, you can try being when your headache gets bad enough and you're being with it. I have to say, I want something to do, right? Um, the problem with being with something, and that is the ultimate thing, right? The problem is that we've bought into it. We've bought into the reality so much that sometimes we need a tool or a little practice to unhook, right? Because we can sit there and be in complete worry and anxiety. We can sit there and be in an extremely intense headache and just be with it, right? Just be with it. But the habit is so strong that hooks us in to the ego and the fear around it all that it's very hard to just truly be with it. So the simplest way is hum, to start quieting the mind and shifting the vibration so that you can be present. Or something like that I'm saying is acknowledge it and then acknowledge the, what misperceptions am I holding that make me not be able to just be with it? Because the minute I'm truly being with it, it dissolves, right? So if the shift doesn't really happen, like the shift immediately happens when you're able to be 100% present and be with it. Sometimes as humans, we need a little tool to unhook from the beliefs that that's we're able to do that. Does that make sense? And that's what I've noticed. That's what I've noticed. And but yeah, the idea is to just be. Be with everything. Just be. Not for the sake of dissolving it, but just to be. Like Rumi says in his poem, invite it in. Invite it in like a welcomed guest. Give it a cup of tea and just welcome it and be with it. And the moment you can truly do that, there is no separation from it and you dissolve it. You know, there's no like separate entity or experience. You just dissolve it. So we do these certain things to like, you know, heal the misperceptions or hum or do like a sound, slow the brain waves down. We do these little tools to kind of unhook from the program that says that we can't be with it, right? Does that make sense, Tamara? Does that resonate with you? But I'm in 100% agreement, you know, let's just be with it. But there's been times that I notice that just these little tools seem to help me um, be with it, which eventually resolves it because we're not really infinite beings, don't really have these limitations, you know. But of course, we're always having some kind of human limitation because we're here. But many masters will say it is possible to grow a limb back if it's cut off. It is, the impossible is possible. We just don't see it because we're so collectively bought in to the collective reality of form and structure and saying, this is the program we're all hooked in and playing. This is the game we're playing, right? And so as we awaken, we unhook from those rules and say, we want to play with different rules. But you have to really heal all the misperception and all the hooks into that program. Which so so that's why we have these tools. We're almost tricking ourselves into presence and resolving ourselves back to the infinite. Yeah, it's like these little tricks are playing on our psyche. Yeah, observer instead of participant. As I said, like most of us know, like you are saying some really wise things. We know this. But why do we slip back into these habits? Right? Why do we slip back into overwhelm, into worry, into anxiety, into being triggered? You know? So that's why there's so many things people have found comfortability in programming. Exactly. So we get uncomfortable, and the only doing there is to be with the program, dissolve the program, unhook from the program. So, Jordan, I don't think I want to do this unhook from reacting. Yeah. And engaging the program. So Jordan wants us to do a hypnosis, but there's so many elements to it. Like we have to look up to the third eye. We have to take our socks off. We have to, um, there's just, invite us to your live and we'll do it on your live. Okay. All right, guys. So who here has a pattern or program or pattern of not being able to sleep. And who has a pattern that has this belief where if they don't get sleep, they're gonna feel awful and they're gonna feel tired? Yeah. For years, for a long time, I tried not to sleep. I was just trying to clear that program. Um, and I go in and out of it working, and then yeah. Right now, I'd like to sleep, and I have the program where I'm not sleeping. Go so the sleep time is changed. Can you elaborate on that? The sleep time is changed? Yeah, like, can we program ourselves to, not need as much sleep? Like, staying up and sleeping during different hours. Yeah, like that, or not sleeping at all, or needing less sleep. Like, wouldn't it be great to feel great in our bodies, have a great body experience with just 3 hours of sleep? There are people on the planet that do that, and they have broken that sleep program of needing 7 to 8 hours, but how much programming have we all had bought into, hooked into the collective belief that our bodies need 7 to 10 hours of sleep, right? I would love to be able to have 5 hours of sleep and feel totally well and happy and vibrant. Although resting feels really good too. So let's go into this sleep thing. What programs do we want to bust through right now? What programs do we want to stop participating in around sleep? I want to stop participating in midlife sleeplessness program. I will gladly stop participating in that one. And I want to stop participating in 7 hours of sleep. I'd get a lot more done and have more fun if I could just be on 5 hours. So I'd like to change the program to 5 hour program rather than a seven. Waking up and worrying. Okay, yeah. So let's break that program. Waking up and worrying. The waking up worrying program. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's do this sound activation, which is basically doing what I was talking about, acknowledging what we want to unhook from and resolving. So we're being with these intentions, we're being with these programs, keep them in your field and be present with them. And let's see what happens. You might gain awareness. They might resolve right in front of you, or something else. So let's just see what happens. Okay. All right. We are resolving sleep programs. And we're open to the awareness of possibilities from there. Ba-da-dee-oo-ee. Be-dee-dee-ah-do. Ba-dee-oo-ee. Ba-da-dee-ah-eh. Ba-da-dee-oo-ee. 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 Umburi, 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 oh, umburi, 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 hey, oh, 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 Yeah, that got into some stuff there. Yeah, that felt chunky. It felt like some stuff was really kind of moving. And as I was singing that, I was getting some awareness around how things are created. Our authentic, whole, divine self is steady and always there. And a part of it kind of went into the ego, and the ego has its points of creation and choices. So, where is the point where the divine self allows the choices of the ego? Now, of Course in Miracles would say, well, the ego self, this creation doesn't really even exist. But the ego is part of the whole of us. So wouldn't we have to make a different choice around it? So does being with something create that choice of something different? Or do we have to say, I choose something different? I choose a different program. I don't know. Or do I know? What do you know? I think we do have to choose to acknowledge it. And from that acknowledgement, we can say, nah, or okay, no more. Yes, please. Anyway. How we doing, guys? I feel like we kind of unhooked some programs. So there's the unhooking. This is how I see it. There's the unhooking from the collective, and then it's kind of just hanging out there, right? And then it has nothing to really grab onto, so it starts like dissolving, right? So we unhooked. Um, so let's all take a nice deep breath together and land. Nice deep breath together. Well, Jordan, we can ask the people on the live. Do you want Jordan to guide you through this meditation or this hypnosis where you look up to the ceiling and take your socks off? So we've got 6 people on here. If everyone wants to do it, you guys can do it. Jordan can just kind of type it in there and guide you. Okay, I'll let you guys, I gotta go get a tissue. I'll let you guys navigate this, okay, through text. And I'm gonna go get a tissue. Okay, what did we decide? Beautiful disaster, ready, I'm ready. All right. Okay, Jordan, lead us. Tell us, what are we doing here? I don't want to take my socks off, though. I'm cold. I don't think we need to take our socks off to be hypnotized. See, that would be a program. That would be a program that you would have to take your socks off. That's a form, condition, structure that we don't have to live by, like, right? But we can close our eyes. And so just write it in the comments and I'll guide people. Close your eyes. Then what? Eyes closed. Then what, Jordan? What's next? Hey, Mimi. Okay, with your eyes closed, let your eyes look up. And so we're trying this hypnosis meditation. So our eyes are closed, and with the eyes closed, we're looking up. Then what? What's next? I'm well. We're just ending here. Jordan wanted to guide us through a meditation hypnosis, so he's guiding us a bit. All right, so the eyes are closed. And you're looking up and you're meditating. I see the imprint of a heart. Does anyone else see that? Okay, our eyes are closed. We're looking up and we're meditating. What are we doing with our hands? You don't see anything. I don't know if you're supposed to see anything, but I kind of see an imprint of a heart. What else? Jordan, is that it? It's kind of stretching my eyes a bit. Okay, yeah, it's stretching my eyes. How does everybody's eyes feel with that? It's probably a good thing to stretch your eyes. Okay, so we're meditating by our eyes closed and looking up. Yeah, my eyes hurt a little bit too. All right. Well, thanks, Jordan. We'll keep trying that. So everyone keep trying it and let me know tomorrow how that worked for you because tomorrow morning we are doing 3 minutes of love. So we gather every Tuesday morning, 8:30 a.m. Mountain Time, and we hold the love frequency together. So it's like a big collective healing. So definitely come back tomorrow morning and hold the love with us. And if you want to join the February 17th Zoom class, that's over there on my link. It's the Eclipse sound therapy class. All right, beautiful beings. I'm going to say good night. It was a lovely live. Um, Thanks for joining me. I'll see you tomorrow morning. And if you guys want some private sound healing, I do start them at 15-minute increments. So if you just want a 15-minute quick reprogramming, I have those as well. Okay. Good night, guys. Good night. All right. Good night.